This is the one, I think, Open Broadcaster Software, obsproject.com. Is it, Pankaj? This is the one? Okay. Yeah, so I'll try this out and then see how it goes. But uh, all right, it's already started recording. All right, so that's good. So if you don't mind, for only Lisha, I think Lisha was not there. Puru, you were there, isn't it? You heard Pankaj saying, right? If you can, not entire thing, but if you can snapshot, you can tell your gist of what you told, then I think question from Lisha would be satisfied, because he could not heard the recording because it was not recorded. So Pankaj, oh wow, that's very good. That's excellent. So Pankaj did it through OBS, and we did through Flashback. Flashback did not, OBS did, and it is nice of Pankaj. He has actually given his consent to go to view to see the or go through the recording. That's fantastic. All right. So from this time onwards, first thing first, we'll have the general advice warning. So that is a must, which I must not forget. From okay, let that is come. I think it is. Hmm. Yes. So I'll send it that. And yeah, okay, and the OBS, and then the other one is. How many of you are using virus protection? I think all of you, aren't you? All of you? Yeah. So those of you who are using Norton, how many of you are using Norton? You are using? Yeah, you are more on. Yeah. Yeah. So many of, yeah, fantastic. So many of you are using Norton, and there is a feature in Norton which I have recently come to know myself. But before we start, we'll start with this one: General Financial Product Advice Warning. NP Financials Pty Limited, NP Financials or NPF advises all service recipients of the following. The information is provided only on general financial product advice basis. This is only educational in nature. Trading securities, derivatives, CFDs, foreign exchange contracts can be risky and is not suitable for all. No information received from NP Financials shall be considered as a financial trading recommendation. So I'll give you some more time to go through this, and this is a must. Okay, now that you have gone through the general financial product advice, we'll start this month class. And this what we have done from last months on our brainstorming idea came through you and came through us, is we are concentrating more on your way of trading. That's why I requested in the month of June Lisa to share her backtesting on daily and 2 day. She did a good job on daily in front of you, and also 2 days she did the same thing. Now she is doing 12 hour. And last month I requested Pankaj to share his knowledge and experience, what journey he has gone through, because everyone's journey would be different. So your journey is also different. Everyone's journey is different. Last time Pankaj did share his journey. So what we will do, we will discuss more of market structure, dynamics, and your queries are related to market structure and dynamics, and the how you see. I would request you to share your experience, how you look at the how you look at the market structure. Is it matching with us, and so on and so forth. As in front of you, Aussie in front of you, and this is a daily, as you can see, 1 day daily. And just by joining this low of 9th of May, at this low of 2nd of July. We got a dynamic support resistance line which was broken yesterday on Friday. You can see this, all the lines are broken here. 72.02 is broken, and the low created was 71.75, and Puru had told me from his technical analysis a support point or target 2-3 months before, and the target was, Puru, what was again that?
Around 7168 or something.
7168, yeah. 7168, and now we are at 7175. Yeah, that's almost as practically.
One more interesting thing is on weekly. If you see the weekly chart, this now the present bar has actually touched that support level, which is if you draw the line from
Horizontal or diagonal?
Incline line.
Okay.
From 8 May 2017.
8th May to yeah.
30 March 2015. 30 March 2015.
In weekly. 30th March 2015, yeah, to 8th May. 8th May. Yeah, this is the one. Wow.
Yeah, so that one is not actually just now. So we can have a snapback or whatever. So watch out on that one. Because it has met my target also. Now it is because people may not see that line because there is a lot of huge jump from that line in the past, especially on 8th May. So tremendous uplift is there. So it can happen now. So if you see any retrace on that, it can go down. So be careful on that.
Okay, Puru has told me this line about his line 2-3 months back, and I can see this.
Can you tell which one was how was my target?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you go to monthly, the target was yeah. So if you see monthly chart,
yeah,
there was a huge line which was
diagonal. I had some horizontal line in front of you in monthly. Weekly?
Yeah, weekly one. Yeah, weekly one. Yeah.
Monthly 7145, 7160 are good supports. Yeah, we are in weekly.
Screen is small. Yeah. So there was a line which was connecting trend line between 11 January 2016.
11 January 2016.
2nd January 2017.
2nd January 2017, yeah.
Then again.
That's a good line.
Yeah. December 2017.
Yeah.
So almost every year this was line which was broken on 23rd April 2018. If you see that one.
Yeah.
And that was retested again on 4th of June 2018.
That's correct.
So that's where, and again you saw engulfing. So it came down heavily.
Yeah.
And if you see the target, which was top of 29 January 2015.
Top of
29 June 2015.
Yeah.
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah, 22nd.
To
draw it in that trend line.
Yeah.
And copy that.
584 pips.
Yeah.
And from here.
Yeah.
584 pips. Yeah, almost there.
Yes, so that's what my target was. Because it retested that one and showing engulfing, so there was no way it has to reach that target. So that one.
So Purus did this.
Yeah.
Copy this line, and draw this line. Yeah, so his target is around here. Yeah,
so almost met, and now it is again on that resistance line, support line. So it can happen. Either it can go slightly and swing back quickly.
Yeah.
So there is quite a lot. But the way it is now, it is showing rapid towards that support line. So means something is, you have to be careful because it's not like it will go on like that.
Yeah.
But there is the present potential is still USD is strong. So this Aussie there is no sign yet that it can show a reversal. So there is a lot of potential to go down, because if you see the next target will be around 768, sorry, 6875 or somewhere between.
Yeah, that's correct.
So there is a lot of potential still, because there is no yet the bias hasn't shown any sign of strength on any of these candlestick. If you see that way, there is no sign at all in weekly where buyer is showing any strength. So recently there were two candles going up last 2 weeks, and it was in the weekly. If you go weekly,
yeah.
see, there were two candles buyer showed, but immediately that was knocked down by the seller.
Yeah.
So sellers are still very dominant now.
Yeah.
So I don't see sellers are going to give it up so soon. So I would still be preferring, even my target is met, but I'll just watch out for some retracement. So there will be some retracement, but overall trend will still continue towards downward till the second target is met, because there is no way, because the major structure was broken on recently since 3 weeks back. So
yeah.
So there is still potential to go down.
Okay.
But only watch out for retracement to taking any.
Yeah.
So if you see retracement and then you see a down any signal, so better take it, because that will be going long.
That's correct. All right, thank you for that. Puru, as you can see, has drawn two lines. This one from the 31st March till this one, which is 8th of May. If I consider that first line, we saw some crack and snapback here, which is an excellent, which is extremely important in case of technical analysis. Crack and snapback, this one, and again on this one, which is 12th of December, and the same thing can happen now as we speak. And the second line, if I delete those lines, and the second line which he drew was this one from 11th of January. I am just repeating Puru what he said for your benefit, those of you who could hardly hear him. 11th of June 2016 to 19th of December 2017 to 11th of December every year. So this is December, this is December, this is December. Uncanny. Unbelievable. So this is a good line, and which was retested here, and his target, he was telling me that almost here. So yes, so if we do, if that's very good, Puru, thank you for that. If I do with the way I did, I would do almost same but a little bit different way. First we'll start with the monthly. This is what we are going to more and more discuss, so that we have in a greater perspective. We know what all currency pairs are doing, what all commodities are doing, what all shares are doing. So from last month we have changed our format. Instead of only discussing example sample setups which happened last month, which was in the past, we will probably discuss what is happening now and what are the possibilities in the future from our understanding of market dynamics and structure. So let's show you one way which we are seeing Aussie. You heard Puru his lines. Our way are extremely similar, but in horizontal way. So we had some support at 71.45 in a monthly chart, and 71.60, which is price almost there. So we have two supports here, and we have almost what is the date? To August. This is a kind of, if we remember our understanding, kind of all sellers out. Not, yeah, not 100%, but I think 98%, 90% all sellers out at a support. So if we see all sellers out at a support, like the one we saw here, like this one we saw here on December 2016. So if you see this December 2016 bar, I hope you can see. Yeah, I change the color to something different, I think it will be better. Yeah, it is better. So and then if you see the last one, if we are having this class on January, which is the end of the December 2016, January 2017, I would say this is not a very good all sellers out, but this is a kind of all sellers out, because the close is very close to the low, and it is at a support 71.45. So from that bar, everyone would probably think that this will go down, but we will not sell it because it is at a support. And also from our understanding of Fibonacci, those of you who are practicing this, you can, now this is the last bar. You need to see why price is coming down and how much it can come down. To answer your question, you have to draw to the left. You go left, and find out the top or the swing low and the peak or the swing high. So when you got that, this is a black screen, so I have to change the color. All lines visible, and then I'll change this color to, yeah, for the time being. If I do that, yeah, so as you can see, 61.8 was at 72.12, and price actually closed on below that 72.07, 5 pips below the 61.8. So those two things, for price was at a support. So at this point, which is very similar to current month as we speak, which completed last Friday, we are in a new month which has not started. It will start tomorrow from a trading perspective. So this is a kind of all sellers out because of the Fibonacci and this low. All right, so let's take the Fibonacci out. So now let's see what happened next month. See, you got an engulfing, and then we say, okay, we said that this is all sellers out kind of, and it actually happened that way. Same thing you can see as we speak today. So today is the September 2nd Sunday, and this is August 31st end of the month. So this is a kind of all sellers out because there are 71.60 and 71.45 are the supports. So having said that, what we are trying to say is probably we will not sell this unless and until close below low taken out, because we have seen in the past that this kind of bar actually can present itself in the coming days, in the month of September. So this type of bar can happen. So which happened exactly on the June. I am copying this bar June 2016 and placing it here September 2018. So this kind of bar can happen. So from this market understanding technical perspective, our conclusion for Aussie is it is at a tremendous support 71.60 and 71.45, and what Puru drew on the weekly, and that we can do a crack, a price can do a crack and snap back, as it is a virtual line which we have drawn. So do you agree with our understanding? Do you have any question? And I want to see your perspective of the Aussie dollar, and which will be same for the euro dollar and dollar index, just the opposite. Yeah, I'll give you 2-3 minutes to share your experience either through chat or through voice.
Okay.
Yep.
Before this bar, I mean just
Hmm.
my view is that why it has just retraced just one bar before. So why it will again do a retracement quickly so standard? Because if it was all sellers out, it wouldn't have retraced initially. If there were two consecutive red bar, then I would have said yes, down very predominantly it looks like it can happen a snapback. But it has happened since last 2 weeks. It has done retracement, and there's 1 week only it came down. So, I mean, before retracing, it might stabilize and then do consolidation and then do a retracement, because I wouldn't expect immediate retracement back, because you understand what I'm
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, so what Puru is saying, why do we think that it can retrace? We do not think that it will retrace. What we think is,
saying? No, my question was
yeah.
not thinking, like if it is already done retracement one bar before,
Mm-hmm.
so all sellers out is bit of, do we have any like prejudice why like
Why? Because this is because the same thing happened
yeah,
on
yeah, I
June.
understand that. I know that.
Yeah.
There is a possibility. I know.
Yeah.
It can happen anything.
Yeah.
But my question is like if you already seen a retracement before one month before, so all sellers out is little bit difficult for me to assume that is a all sellers out there. Because all sellers out means it has to consecutive at least two bars seen a progressive.
Yeah. Anything can happen, as we don't know what will happen, but we are only trying to say. Puru is asking if it has done a retracement twice, why there is on a third time. It can, there is no answer to that why actually, because when we trade we believe that anything can happen. Either anything can happen, right? It will crack, it will go up, it will do a crack and snap back. But why I have drawn this September virtual graph, only to copy this June 2016 what happened there. only to copy this June 2016. So that is the bar which is drawn here. And why a second reason to draw this bar is we will probably not sell from NP Financials perspective. We will not sell
That
it.
I agree. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that will not sell it.
Only thing retrace may not happen, but yes, selling I can.
Mm.
That is
Will not sell it. So anyone who is
unless that is all low taken out,
yes,
close below low taken out.
close below low taken out. So like the one, if we go to daily, it is actually close below. It has closed below this hammer.
Close below.
Oh, how many of you agree that this is a hammer?
Yes.
Isn't it? This is also a kind of hammer, although there should not be wicks, but there is wick. So if I change this, those of you who are struggling to see candlestick on bar, I can change it to. So it is not a proper hammer, 100% hammer, but it is a kind of evening star. This is a morning star. This is a definitely morning star, and this is not a kind of hammer. But even if it is not a hammer, from our candlestick understanding, we remember that the low of a morning star is always a support. Now, the low of the morning star, which is 15th August 2018, was 72.12. Now, this fellow has broken that 72.02. Sorry, 72.02. The only thing which I expect here is a possible crack and snapback. So that is another way to look into this Aussie. And if you see the monthly structure of this pair, see there are two lines here, 7160 and 7145. And if I show you what Puru said, the dollar index, and if I show you the three lines which were here from March 2009, from November 2008, and from June 2010, 88.80, 89.25, 89.71. And when we were here, same thing. When we were here, not long back, only in this January 2018, when we were here, it cracked through 89.71, it cracked through 89.25. I don't know whether it closed below 88.80. Yes, unbelievable. It closed below this 88.80. So this fellow, forget about the name, forget about anything. And these things happen every time for all the instruments which you will present yourself in front of you, like rough rice, like Apple, Amazon, any commodity, gold, silver, oil, any cryptocurrency, doesn't matter. This is the beauty of technical analysis. This is the beauty of technical analysis. That's why I love this, and we all love this technical analysis. And again and again we post same thing. We wrote here, technical knows all fundamentals. So this is the writing which we did last week, and this is the one which I did today morning. Aussie is following our way, the only way. As per post dated 12th of August. So I always believe this, technical knows all fundamentals beforehand, otherwise we will not be trading technicals. So what happened recently in Australia, there was a five prime minister changes in 4 years, but technical analysis was actually telling us nothing is going to change even if the prime ministers are getting changed. So that's why I say technical knows all fundamentals, even in case of a natural calamity like earthquake and all. So when we were here on this month, January 2018, if we are trading forex as a asset class, you must see dollar index. I have told you many times, dollar index, dollar index, dollar index. You must see dollar index. And if you have drawn these three lines, look at this trap. Look at this trap. It closed below 89.71. It closed, which is the high of March 2009. It closed below 89.25, which was the high of November 2008. 8, and it closed below the high, which is the high of the morning star. This is the high of the engulfing. This is the high of the evening star. So evening star, engulfing, evening star, all the three are excellent support resistance point. They will be resistance unless and until it is broken. So it close above high taken out. This is a marubazu, if you remember. This is a tremendous marubazu, and continuation after this is possibility. But this is not a marubazu, because as soon as it closed below 88.80, all these buy orders came here, and everyone probably thinking, oh, this will collapse and that will be the end of America. Probably.
see also that the trend line was broken, so a lot of the incline trend line
Isn't
was
it?
broken. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will say that is a breakout to go down.
Yeah.
And
You
if
mean
they
this
cannot,
one?
no, no, the from top,
On this
no,
from
no,
here?
the bottom.
From here?
This one, yeah, these three lines, yes,
Yeah.
and the other three lines.
Mm,
So
mm,
for the majority of the sellers would be
mm.
entering there,
Yeah.
looking at a breakout to
Yeah.
go down.
Yes.
And actually, it is a upper side. This is a
Same.
trap, is there?
Yes. Same example in Aussie in front of us. That's why I wanted to show you this technical analysis of US dollar in January 2018. When we saw this candle or bar, it actually closed below everything. So if I change this to bar for a moment, I think the close will be more visible. uh, yeah, the close is below the 70 all the three supports, and we will not sell it because from our experience we know that one thing can happen with very high certainty: crack and snap back. Of course price can go down, of course, but what we saw is a if not piercing, a harami, and then struggle, and then no looking back. Yeah, so now we are here. So the same thing can happen for Aussie dollar, or it can collapse. Anything can happen. But we need to see for Aussie dollar. We'll conclude our discussion that we need to see this close below 71.45 low taken out for a target of 68.27, or this is monthly chart, or in a daily basis we want to see the low, this low taken out. Otherwise there will be a crack and snap back. So that's how we are concluding Aussie, and for that matter euro also would be the same. So I leave that discussion with you now. For we have discussed dollar index, we have discussed Aussie, and now we may discuss euro if you like. But euro is almost the not as bad as Aussie, but very similar to opposite to dollar index. So your question on dollar index or euro or Aussie, or your understanding, or how the way you are looking at it.
Actually, I have a question on
Yeah, go.
12 hour on Aussie.
12 hour Aussie. Puru is having a question on 12 hour Aussie. So if you have specific questions on strategy related, we'll only go to the strategy. Otherwise, we'll discuss the market structure.
One question. You had 7 by 9 when you see the
Aussie dollar 7 by, when Puru says 7 by 9, it means 7th of last month. That is probably the 7th of, and 9 means 900. So this is the bar he is referring to.
yeah. So if you just can you pull out a little bit right side, just pull out, yeah. So if you see it was in a major structure, that whole thing was fluctuating up and down.
Mm.
So and it was between the body. It was a range market till
Mm.
that day. So when you had 7 by 9, you had a RR issue because it was almost close to the Bollinger. So
Yeah.
it did not hit that. But the same thing when it was a 9 by 21, you assume that it was a setup. So why there is a difference? Because
9 by
21. So it was
9th of,
just like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So same thing I would look at is before any breakout as still is still a range. So for me that is also an RR issue. So why you put that as a setup? So why you
Good.
differentiate that and that?
Fantastic. Yeah, this is a very common question I face from students. This what Puru is saying, on this date, which is 7th of the August 0900, we wrote RR considering not only Bollinger but also the lines. I don't know which lines you are following, commodity, computer generated lines, or your own drawn lines. I will just bring both. So if I go to options and then platform options, and then go to general, mm, display line on the inferior time units, display objects, no, display lines, horizontal lines on all time units. Yeah, so as you can see, there was one line here which is coming I think from weekly, and this is the Bollinger. So let's concentrate on the Bollinger. I think everyone can see the Bollinger, isn't it? Everyone can see the Bollinger. So there is a first and there is a weekly support resistance here. This red line is computer generated, and this line is our own. All right. So his question is why we are not taking this long and considering this RR, reward to risk. First see that. All right. So mark this one. Now when we are keeping this cursor here, we don't know the right hand side. So we are at this point here. I'll take them all to that day, which is 7th of August. 8th, 7th. Yeah, I'll take that. So at least I'll keep the daily line chart and the 12 hour same. So we are here. We are asked a question by Mr. Market. I am offering a price of 74 cents. Will you buy or will you sell or will you not do anything? That's the question every bar. Many of them actually call Mr. Market. Mr. Market presents us on every bar a price. It offers us a price. The offered price here is 74.36, and Mr. Market is asking us whether we will take it or not take it, buy it or sell it or do nothing. So to answer that question, what we need to tell ourselves, our technical analysis is, first of all, we are buying. If we are buying, what we are seeing on this line, at least in line chart and on the 12 hourly chart and on the possible daily chart. On the 12 hourly chart, we are seeing this Bollinger, which is very flat. As we can see, it is extremely flat from here to here. Bollinger is flat and Bollinger is flat here, and this side also Bollinger is flat. But one thing which we are seeing here in the line chart, there was a possibility of a turning point, but we need to wait for the close of this bar. So the bar opened here and it should close here, or we add 100. So if we add 100 here, which is 73.61, add 100, 74.62. So if it is going 74.82, because you have to we have to add 20 pips there. 74.80. If the line chart, is crossing this 74.82, if the line chart is crossing that line 74.82, then we will go possibly consider this as a long, because before this date, this trend is down. So if we have to take this trade, we will possibly wait for a reversal, because this did not happen. This did not happen, but we were not knowing. And as you can see, not a single one possibly is a turning point. Not a single one. All of them are going down. All of them are going, except this is a bad one, because it did not close open above. So from this date to this date, not a single one was a turning point to go long. So our understanding is possibly there is no strength in the buying. So that's why, even if it is a setup, we will try to avoid it and possibly write down line chart or reward to risk. But he is asking a similar question, which is related to this one, which is this one, which is on 9th of August 21st. So let's see, go there. 9th of August. This is the 9th of August. 21st means 9 o'clock close. So this bar has closed here. Yeah, this bar has closed here. 21 means morning 9 o'clock. 21 is the open time, 9 p.m. That bar opened at 21 and closed at 9 o'clock in the morning. So the bar has closed morning here. So on this bar, what we are seeing? We are seeing a perfect rejection from our own drawn line. There is no computer generated lines here. We are own drawn lines here, and I'll take the computer generated lines for the time being, for just to take the clutter off. So there is a perfect rejection here, and the evening star, as you can see, evening star, and it closed below this line, which is a pivot line, close below. And this fellow on the daily, it is a perfect engulfing, considering the range, perfect engulfing at the top range. And why it is a perfect engulfing and a strong engulfing? Because it has engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 previous bars or candles were engulfed by one single. So what we are seeing at this date, we are seeing two things: resistance respect, evening star at resistance, and then engulfing at resistance, which is Bollinger, and this one's weekly. Now we need to only see, this is already a turning point here, we only need to see a turning point on the line chart. So let's see, we keep the cursor here and we saw the turning point on the line chart. So this is the difference between this fellow, calling it as a sample, not considering this as a sample.
Point seven, what would be the XTP bar finishing?
LCTB bar finishing would be 73.35 and line chart bar close at 73.68. So you need to take this short at 73.35. If you have. So to answer your question, I think I have explained why this is not and why this is. And this question will come for the entire life.
Actually, this is Marabazu also.
Yes, Lisa?
So I want to ask the question about the 9th of August.
9th of August. 21?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in my notes it says don't trade if the second histogram reading is less than minus 20 for short.
Mm.
And that one there is less than. So when do you
minus 20, no, less than minus 20 means minus 21, minus 22, minus 23.
The bar should not cross 20. It's not less.
It's not minus 19, minus 18.
Oh.
The opposite is.
Oh, okay.
That's a good, very good question, I would say, because these simple questions, you will think some other way, and if you do not clarify, it will stay that way for the rest of your trading career. So please ask these questions and don't think that these questions are silly questions. So when we say the bottom histogram should not be whatever the English is, less than or greater than minus 20, Rosemary would probably correct because she is the only English lady. Mathematically I would say it should not be minus 20.01. What it should be, less than or greater than, Rosemary? Yeah, Lisa, is it clear?
Best way to understand picture really. Imagine it's crossing.
It should not cross.
Then actually it should be greater than.
Greater than?
Yeah, it should be upper than that bottom line, and that's what it
Yes.
says.
Because if you think of temperature, like for example, if you say less than minus 20, oh no, you're right. Yeah,
I'm right actually.
Yeah.
This also
It's
is
less
one more.
than.
Yeah, is minus 21 less than minus 20? Let's ask Google.
Minus 21 is less than minus 20.
Yes, minus 21 is less than minus 20. Yeah. So Lisa, is it clear?
Yeah.
That's good. But it's good question. I encourage this type of questions because unless and until you clarify these questions will hold on to you. Yes, Puru?
There was one LCTP on that one, and that.
On that day, yes.
Yeah.
2TP means LCTP plus bar TP.
Yes, that was 23 by 9, I think.
9th August 21 we are discussing. Your question. We are discussing your
That is
question.
already finished.
Okay, next question.
That is also one more thing was Marabazu. That is also additional.
Before you move on to something else, you were saying that the close of that on the line chart is 7335. Can you just show me where that 7335 is on the price?
In this one, yeah.
7335 there. So there, when you look at that, it's still ranging. Would it be too close to that mini support?
Yes, that's why I have not taken it.
You're not taking it, but you actually put a call though.
Sample setup.
It is sample setup, so it has to be. It is a sample setup.
I mark it as a sample setup.
Did you take it sample setup exact price? No, if you had taken that, would you take it exactly?
So I'll take it 74.80. I'm very conservative.
74.80.
It should break 75.
Yeah, so you will not take that.
But your sample setups should consider whether it should. I thought that your sample setups actually mean that is a good trade that you should take it. That is.
It's a technically correct trade.
But the choice is yours.
Choice is yours.
But for example, if I say, well, is it technically correct? It's too close to the support to be technically correct.
Technically, it is a sample setup. Whether to take it or not take it, it depends on the individual trader.
It is a less probability. Right? It's
Correct.
choice.
No, but it's
work,
no. But what I'm saying is, it's too close to the support. Therefore, it's not technically a proper setup.
These supports are meant to be broken. It is broken.
Yes.
It has to be broken somewhere.
Yes.
So only thing is your call whether you should. But you have to be careful. When you see any problem, you should be quickly coming out. Don't hold it too long. That's only we can say that.
Okay. Now tell me where is the support?
I would actually say.
Now tell me where is the support?
Well, I say it's very close to that.
No, because I took the pivot out. I just deleted the pivot in front of you. So do you think if there are millions of traders in this universe, do you think all those millions are following pivot lines? No. No. So those many who are following pivot will probably not sell. I'm deleting everything. I'm deleting this one. I'm deleting everything. I'm only presenting to you a price chart which is in front of you. Now you tell me whether to take this trade or not take this trade.
No, I say it's too close to the support.
Where is the support?
If you just draw one
if
line
you draw a
across.
line, if you draw, yeah, I am completely agree with you. If Lisa draws this line, then Lisa will not take this. Correct interpretation?
Yes.
Now, if Puru does not draw this line, will he take this trade or not? He will, because there is no support to him.
True, but I thought that when you do your sample setups that you consider that because that's the way you're teaching us.
Yes, correct. Correct. That's exactly same thing I showed it here. I answered the Puru's question that on that day it is a high probability trade setups. That's why I wrote that as a sample setup, because it is a turning point on the bar chart and a turning point on the line chart.
Unless the second bar happened actually.
Yes.
Not on that bar.
On this bar.
No, the LCTP did not happen on the same bar. It was 7366. And your LCTP happened on, you said 73?
So are you suggesting then if there's a 2TP, that has a high probability of overruling the support?
And yes, what you said is absolutely correct. If we see our high probability trade setups and we have mentioned 2TP, LCTP, and if that observation, what we wrote is our observations and past thing, yeah, there is no guarantee that past will repeat in future. But if that observation matches with your own back testing, then your own conviction will tell you to sell this bar at this point, because you know the probability of success of 2TP is more than any other thing. Yeah, Puru?
Also, there is similar same question I had of LCTP on 23 by 21.
Hold on, 23 by 21.
Yeah.
On Aussie?
Yes. You had a LCTP there, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
S2. Now what happens when you say mark S2, but your S2 actually triggered at a point around 7327, very, very, very low actually.
That's good question.
Yeah.
The previous question was also good.
If you look at the risk to reward, it's not even get 1-to-1 yet. You're still running, your trade is running. So when you see like LCTP, yeah, you see it is already gone. But when you really trigger that one and you see the stop loss and it's not even get 0.5 yet. So where I stay in dilemma when you want to pick a LCTP, it's too late to take a LCTP. No, because you see S2, the form bar, line chart bar has to be formed, and then another 20. It's already low, and then it started reversing from there.
No, I disagree with that. Why I disagree with that? Because I'll demonstrate. See, it depends on where on this the LCTP is appearing. So, for example, if we consider this LCTP here and that LCTP there, these two LCTPs are definitely not same effective as this one. You are actually answering your own question.
So it's a location.
100%. Where we are, whether we are at the top right hand corner of the chart or we are at the bottom right hand corner of the chart, it is very difficult to sell this. Even if we get LCTP.
So your entry, I know it will be around 7340. I would need to know where is your stop loss there.
Stop is same. Stop would be same. Oh, which one? The last one you are discussing? You are discussing this one. Stop would be this plus 10. Entry point should be, let's see. Okay, now why I said this is a good question. Again, this is on the fundamental. Like Lisa told, I thought the second histogram should be minus 19. It should not be minus 21 or something like that. That's a good question because it actually clarifies some of the points. Here also there is a clarification question coming from Puru. I love these questions. How to consider this 2TP? Okay, and where we are putting S2, on the bar or on that bar, on this bar, or plain and simple. We are putting this S2 symbol on the Puru. Listen, we are writing that S2 on the cursor where the bar and the line chart are matching. See, line chart and cursor matching, right? We are not writing when it is finishing. We don't know the line chart when it will finish. No one knows, right? But it will finish some on the 4 hour time frame. So we always write S2 when the bar and the line chart cursors are matching. Yeah, that conceptually is clear. Now the next question is where we are entering. We are entering at the lowest point for selling and for the highest point of 2TP when we are buying. So what is the two close? Two closes here are bar chart close 72.98, write down, and line chart 72.98, and line chart close 72.48. So our entry point should be 72.48. So I think I have cleared both of your questions.
You are not putting minus 20 below that?
You can.
Yeah, okay.
Technically it is separate. Yeah.
And then your stop loss will be on top of 7.
Top of this one here.
7362.
73.91. So 91.
7381.
73.81. Clear? Lisa, did you understand?
Yeah, so you wait till the bar on the right hand side closes.
Both.
So you said before that you have a 2TP when the left and the right hand side has both cursors.
That there where the I'll write S2.
You write S2. So when you have some instances where the left hand side has a cursor but the right doesn't.
Left hand side means the bar.
Yeah. So there's a TP there, and then the right may not. I don't know. I actually don't know if you may have some circumstance there where the right hand side does not have a cursor because it
possible. Yes, then, possible.
But it is a TP as well. Is that possible?
Yes, possible.
So do you still call that a 2TP?
No. Probably I'll call that as LCTP. If the two Lisa is again asking a good conceptual question. She is asking if the bars are the bar chart and the cursor on the line chart are not matching, should it be written as S2 or should it be written as LCTP? Most probably it would be written as LCTP. See, this bar in front of you, 29th August 09, is a line bar chart turning point, isn't it? Technical definition? Yes. This bar is a turning point, but we do not see a line on the left line chart. We'll never write S2 there. That was your question, right? So if you go close to 29th August 9 on the line chart, 29th August 9, remember 29th August 9, 29th August 9 is in between this. So we'll write, if we write S2, there is no S2 here. See, the line chart LCTP happened there on 29th August 21, but there is no turning point on the bar chart 29th August 21. So this is not a case of S2. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is a case of LCTP, which I told you. Fantastic. Good. Yeah, I like this conceptual question where it is clarifying some of the concepts. Any question from you, Vinod, Pankaj, Rosemary, Selvan? I have not seen any questions so far. Am I missing or you are not writing? Pankaj is saying, okay, I missed something, I think. One question I missed. Pankaj is writing, if we want to trade DX, which is dollar index, which template should we use, Forex or index? I would say index because it is a dollar index. It is a composite index of 6 currency pairs: Euro, Sterling, Swiss, Japanese yen, Canadian dollar, and Swedish krona. Yeah, So Pankaj says Norton, and we are waiting for 2 TP entry. Correct. For long, yes, it is hammer. Pankaj says, yeah, all of the comments. So Pankaj is asking, can you look at HG and analyze? Good, very good. So I'll go to HG, which is copper. Yeah. Can you see my screen? Can you see the bottom left hand corner in which it is written send a message to everyone in, yeah? It is not typing. Pankaj, can you help? Where to type? Where are you typing? Pankaj Selvan? And yes, correct advice. Speak for the timing as Pankaj and Selvan. Both, thank you both of you. Yeah, typing the yeah. It's all to blame it on Google. Yeah, that is the only place where you can write is the left hand bottom corner. Any other question? Pankaj has asked one. Before I go to HG, which is high grade copper,
Can we just go back to the 23rd of August?
23rd of August on
Yep.
Aussie.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because on your monthly review you said if you enter here, then maybe you can get out on hold on to the trade when high taken out. I think it's on the 24th of August.
I'll go in a minute.
Oh no, sorry, that's not what you said. That's what I'm saying.
It's still running, the trade is still running. 24 hours.
Yeah. And what
You
is
said-
written here is
so you said
23rd August 9 example sample setup could be considered to be closed
yes.
on example all sellers out on 31st August 09. This is the one. 31st August 09 we consider this as a all sellers out because it closed near to the support.
Yes, and where is the 23rd of August?
This
then?
one.
23rd of
This
August.
one.
Is here, yes. So my question is,
Hmm.
what made you hold that long? Why didn't you go out
On
3
what?
bars later? Because
On what? Why?
um,
Close above high taken out.
well, that's what I don't.
It did not satisfy any of our requirements for getting out.
But Partha, why did you close it? You already had another entry now. So you're saying that you close on that day. Is it
No, no, no. Lisa is asking why this trade could not be considered close here or here or here or here.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Because it closed above, this high was not taken out.
Yeah, plus 10 pips.
Plus 10 pips. This closed above, but this high was not taken out.
Yeah. So it's lucky.
Lucky. Yes, yes. Market sometimes is lucky for us. That is the beauty if you follow bar by bar. That is the beauty if you follow bar by bar.
Is Euro Aussie now? If you look at
Okay, let's satisfy Lisa's question.
all
Yeah,
sellers out. It's similarly showing all sellers out there.
yeah, same thing. All buyers out.
What was that dotted line at the top there?
Come again.
What was that dotted line above?
That is the I'll bring the template because I deleted everything. I bring the template. Don't save it, so that the lines will be there. This line here is the S2, and this is S1. This is pivot. Pivot S1 S2.
Yeah, yeah. So what I would have looked at is
Yeah.
this dotted line here. This
Hmm.
dotted line here.
S2. That is S2. Monthly support 2.
This one.
Yeah,
Monthly
yeah.
support too.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it didn't break. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't break that.
Yeah.
So it went.
Yeah, it did not touch
It closed above here.
Yeah.
So how come at this point,
Hmm.
once this is broken, it's actually closed above?
No,
Nothing
it did
there.
not touch.
Touch that line.
It didn't touch the
Yeah,
line.
Puru is 100%.
Does it have to touch?
100%.
It has to show some rejection.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
This is all this why this happens. Those for those people who are entering the middle, all are out.
So
But
close
those people
is not
who are
close.
entering without knowledge, they're entering. They are key. For those.
Close does not count.
No, it has to touch. It is that is the beauty of this one.
Market punishes those who don't
Follow rules.
don't just come inside. Na, they think just they will be punished.
Unbelievably punished. Look at this one, Lisa. This close above actually, yeah. But this high was not taken out.
As well, it will make scared.
Yeah.
Those who have guts only, like
Yeah.
father had guts to keep the reviews. Others
And this fellow close
are
above,
afraid.
but this high was not taken out.
They will touch to your very stop loss, very close, and then
Yeah, I happened to say 4 5 years. I remember. I don't know whether you remember Rosemary or Pankaj. I always say, market will come and dance on your pituitary gland,
they scare you.
scare you.
Yeah, so keep on scaring for many days.
Many
And
days.
those who hold it, but again, it may not work all the time. But
Yeah.
again, it's a probability game.
So as we're going towards the right hand side,
Hmm.
we take whatever's on the right.
Bar by bar.
Closest as
Bar by bar. First of all, we'll go to Lisa. Lisa is asking, this is all sellers out. I will say no. Lisa will ask why, because it did not touch. That's what Puru said. That's what I say. Lisa will say, okay, this has closed above. I say no. Lisa will ask why, because this fellow did not touch.
This may not 100% work.
No.
Even though 6
Yeah.
go and
Nothing is
it will
100%.
happen that.
Nothing
But
is
at least
100%.
market has given you chance, or those at least you given credit to those who are reading carefully.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Isn't
Very
it? So
good. Puru has
market will
matured.
reward those,
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
because there are other, you see, we are not only in the market, there are big players.
Yeah.
They are also in that one. They also don't want to lose money. They will not do random anything.
Like this
Just
one.
like that.
Close,
Yeah.
touch, close above, high taken out. We are out.
As well as you see, there are no, the big players have not come out. If it's the end, then that might happen. This is the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's still within the game.
So this last bar you've got here,
Go.
25th
Yeah, this one.
there, we
Yeah.
were saying okay.
With this as close above,
close above.
we'll get out if these 10 pips are taken out.
That's
High
right.
is 73.45.
Yes.
So we'll be out at 73.55.
Yes.
Let's see.
Keep going. So 73.55. Keep going.
Close below.
Close below.
Now we'll not count this bar.
So when is it you don't count that?
When
bar,
this close
but
above, when this close below.
So it is what it is.
when that closes below that horizontal.
Yeah, whatever the support resistance line. It can be 200, it can be Fibonacci, it can be anything.
But if that another one bar closes above, then you still wait for that bar.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hmm.
asking.
I'll show you. I'll show you. We'll go bar by bar. That is the beauty of bar by bar understanding. That's why my strength comes in. So this fellow close below. Yeah? Close above. Now see. This is 73.57 high. Yeah? So we'll be out at 73.67. What is the high of this one? 73.57.
So how market behaves, it's like we think that there's not random, there is some.
Completely scientific, mathematical.
It's not like not without reason doesn't do it.
I love to see Puru answering all our questions. This is a mature
It's really
trader.
Amazing, like even we see the importance of 2-3 pips also in this case.
One pip.
One pip.
One pip.
Yeah.
Because I do intraday. Puru also does intraday.
See, if you see, you'll notice that if you're in a wrong trade and the market doesn't even move 5 pips in your favor, you get so
One
frustrated.
pip. It will not
It
even
doesn't
move one
5
pip
pips.
in
You're
front.
like, give me 5 pips, I'll be out. No, it doesn't give.
Hmm.
And then you should be, and then you should get a
What
warning.
Puru is saying, I have realized 5 years before. In some of the trades, supposing I am running a trade, for example, this may not be me, this is Mr. X. Mr. X is wealthy enough. He is running a intraday trade. He is placed a trade $1,000 a pip. So if market moves like one pip in his favor, he will get $1,000 and close his trade. I have seen from my personal experience, market will not.
Then it goes to -3, -4, 0. -3, -2, 0. It's just-
It will not give one pip.
You have to take your commissions out. You definitely give the commissions. He knows that. Because he knows a lot of people are trapped.
Yes.
The moment you give one pip, all they don't want to do that. That's what the market does.
That's what Mr. Market. Oh, beautiful, wonderful. All good. So I'll go to HG. Before that, Puru is saying something. Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie is doing. Yeah.
Usually it has done
No,
a
I'll not say
buy.
that. I'll not say because it has crossed. See the difference between Puru's comment and my observation. Puru said possibly. He said possibly Eurozi is doing a all buyers out. I said no. Why?
This close above.
Yeah.
But there is one more resistance line. If you see the inclined resistance line, you are seeing on a weekly chart.
No, no, no. This is daily. This is daily chart.
Weekly.
So no, for okay, we'll go to weekly. For the time being, if any student tells me that this is all daily, daily time frame, if any student tells me this is all buyers out, I would say no. But at the same time, I will tell that I'll tell that student crack and snap back because it has closed above. The next bar will close down and low taken out. Crack and snap back. The exact theme. Look at this one. This is a beautiful example. This is an excellent example in front of us. Look at the behavior of 200 and the price. 200 and price. See this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is what Puru was telling.
And
This fellow.
Those who are holding, they are punished now because market is repeatedly telling that I am not closing below.
For 12, how many days? Uncanny market from here to here. For 14 days, it did not close below 200. My goodness, not a single.
Warning given the market that I am not going to go down.
Look at this fellow. Did it close below or above? Look at this fellow, which is this one, 8th August. Your guess. 8th August closed below or above?
As well as you close,
No, first answer my question. This fellow.
Just close above.
Above? Puru? Above, Rosemary, above. Above. So I also say above, yeah? Everyone said above, yeah? Check the arrow orientation. Binod Kumar, Rosemary, if you move your mouse to left of your screen, it will say comment icon. Please click on it. It will give you the option you type. Okay, comment icon. Binod, thank you, Binod. Binod is our computer expert, as I always say. He is recommending to Rosemary. Okay, got it. Thank you, Binod. Thank you, Rosemary. Yeah, beautiful. So this fellow did not close a single pip below. This is the $1,000 trader who is hoping one pip below below 200.
No, you see what has happened.
Yeah.
Breakout. That is a big bar which came out.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are now sellers there.
Isn't it?
Now they are not. They are holding the position because they are just begin now. Because this major structure was broken.
Yeah.
Now they are holding the position. They want to go down. They are not going to sell now immediately.
Yeah.
The market didn't even a single pip till now there.
For 14 days, it did not close below.
And if you will close above high taken out, you would have been out immediately on moving away. But you are still holding. That means market is going to punish.
Yes, that's very good. Excellent.
So people should understand if they are in a wrong trade, they should quit immediately.
Yes.
If they are still holding, hoping that something is going to happen in their favor, which will not happen.
I think Puru is doing a better job today than me. Puru is exactly telling what I wanted to tell or what I said for last 2-3 years. This is all sellers out, and if anyone want to sell what Puru said, I really appreciate. This fellow touched close above high not taken out. This fellow touched close above high taken out. You should be out here. Those of you who are short must close the trade here. Otherwise, must close the trade here. Otherwise, market will punish you like anything you never you saw.
Market did emotionally also pain, as well as monetary also pain.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. So Puruk concluded, and I believe market punishes heavily to those of us who are not following the rules. Yep. So I'll go to high grade copper. Any other question on this one? So I'll just go to commodity, which our friend Pankaj has asked. I have set all the commodities in one, so you can also do that. I have named commodity 8. So one commodity. Okay, let's do commodity. Pankaj has asked us to do commodity. Oh, this is brilliant, isn't it? This trade which has come from 40,000. This is the beauty of commodity. It moves very fast. At lumber, moved 25,000 pips. Commodity, high grade copper. No, this is soybean meal, my mistake. So this is soybean meal. We'll go to high grade copper. Now since we are in soybean meal, those of you who are with me on the commodity, many of you actually, most of you have done commodity trading. So now this fellow soybean is did a double top here at 40,000, which is a tremendous number, 40,000. It did a double top and a turning point, and our signal came exactly on that day, which is 4th of May, and after that market collapsed from here till we close somewhere here 5,600 pips. This is soybean meal in front of you. Pankaj has to do high grade copper. So this is high grade copper. We'll take the line off. So general display lines on inferior time units, take that out. Yeah, so he has asked me to do an analysis, or which was very good. Again, our opportunity came on 13th of June to go short somewhere here minus 378. So this minus this probably will be here, and probably will not be closing. This trade is not triggered. This fellow is not triggered. This fellow is possibly not. This is triggered. So we'll be out. If we are selling the trade here, we'll be out here. So we'll be in this trade, on the single trade, we'll be getting 3,900 pips. That's humongous. So in currency, we will never possibly get 3,900 pips in one trade, but in commodities and in shares, it is very common. Alright, so high grade copper, what is our understanding? So let's start with this is to answer Pankaj's question. Yeah.
I missed the question.
Pankaj's question is what is your analysis on high? I'll show you the question. Where is Pankaj? Yeah, can you look at HG? HG means high grade copper, and analyze. So he's requesting us to analyze high grade copper. So we'll start with day monthly. So this is high grade copper in front of you. It started with 4,450 in 1971. It went up to 50,000, 47, 48,000, and now we are at 26,000. So this is the monthly picture. So upon the monthly picture, what we are seeing in immediately, what it can be, it is actually very, it should be actually very very quick. So this is double bottom, this is uptrend, this is uptrend, this is retracement or downtrend, and this is retracement or uptrend. I think this is retracement. So this is monthly. Yeah. So our analysis on monthly is probably done unless and until we are we are drawing some few lines, which I will do.
So you are saying retracement or take a downturn and a retracement?
Yeah, downtrend.
And a retracement.
Correct. So I'll draw this line 23,850 because there was a crack and snap back here, and then I'll draw this line. So because we are at 76,557, which is the last bar, so we'll go down, left, and we'll find one which is the nearest top or swing low. So that is the immediate support. So we will start our analysis from here. For high grade copper, the monthly technical analysis tells us the low of May 2017 can be a support 24,702, and our broader perspective Fibonacci will tell us from here to there. Our broader perspective Fibonacci tells us that there is just intermediate support at 26,282. 26,282, which is 50% of this move. So now we are at 26,557. So the support you can write down 282, 26,282, and then 24,702. So having said that, on the monthly chart, monthly analysis is done. It's not rocket science. It's plain and simple. Go.
And what about incline line? Because
You can do.
which one to pick? Because there are so many lines. How to pick the?
Okay, Puru is asking how to draw. I don't draw many pink inclined lines, but I'll try to help my way of picking up Why I don't draw inclined lines? Because they are a little bit subjective, because I may choose that one, you may choose the one, and so on and so forth. So I'll just minimize the lines. That's what I'm doing.
And before that, can I have that this trend line is broken. Why don't got that incline line, and that has been broken now? So it is the beginning of or continuation of it. Whether
So
we
these are
should
the only three lines. If I am doing an analysis on copper, I would do that. Now I'll listen to Puru what he's saying. So what is the inclined line you would draw? You would draw from here to here. That is meaning. Okay. To answer his question, he is asking how to. Yeah. So I think I got the answer. The answer to the hold on. Before I forget, the answer to that question, how to pick the trend lines or incline lines, is simple. You need to see a interaction of price with that line in a wave structure. What does it mean? It means, I will demonstrate. What does it mean? It means if I draw these inclined lines, there is only one touch here. If I draw these inclined lines, horrible, 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 horrible. So what I would do, I would not draw that way, I would draw this way. So 1 2 3 touches. Again I will not draw this. No, I will not do this. I will draw this one. So this way I will change this, and the last one, which is I am not getting anything, then I will draw this one. So this way I will draw my way. This is not very technical in nature. I have not read any book drawing this, but this is how I have experience. So I will draw this line, I'll draw this line, and I'll need to see what are the latest interaction.
just before that,
Yeah.
always dilemma is whether we should draw the upper trend lines or below inclined trend lines. Which is subjective, like we
Yeah.
don't
So
understand what
Puru
we
is
are trying
asking
to
here.
do.
Puru is asking whether to draw these lines 1, 2, 3, 4,
Or
5, or we should draw maybe this line. Correct, Puru? Or this line, or maybe this line, or maybe this line.
So which one to pick when we are
I'm not very fond of that. I'm not very fond of drawing a trend line joining the troughs in case of a downtrend. But having said that, they can be very, very, very meaningful to see the price objective. Supposing you have drawn this downtrend line from March 2014 to June 2015. So, if we have drawn this line, then this will be your support and this will be a resistance. So, to answer your question, Puru, I would say draw both and interpret in different way. Interpret this as support, interpret this as resistance. So, this line should be actually different color, which is blue. So, this line would be blue color, which is support, and the red line should be a resistance. So I have drawn 1 2 3 4 5 lines, and let's see, this is the break here. Yeah. So this will touch the trend line and close above, and high should be taken out. We should be long. So high taken out and we are long. It is interacting with our line. See, these lines are already there. Hold on. So the lines are already there, so it is interacting here. So if we are long from this point, when the close up touch, close above, high taken out, if we are long from here, will not close here because nothing happened, will not close here, nothing happened, will not close here because touch close below but low not taken out, will not do anything here because we are going long, will probably this fellow close below. Now if the low taken out, then we are out. Are you getting, Lisa?
Yes.
So let's see what happened. Low taken out, we are out. So if we are long from here to there, we will be taking out. Now Puri, your question.
When you break out at first,
This one
it's
here.
a bottom breakout, but you're still in a downtrend.
Yeah.
So why would you go on a long trend? Because you rather than you create another one more trend line as it showed a down bar. So rather than thinking of that it is uptrend, you will keep
You will
moving
draw
up.
this line.
Yeah, you keep on moving like that. So where are you exactly going to enter for long or for or a reversal?
Then in that case, if you are, yeah, that's again a good question. Puru is asking what to wait for.
Yeah, what was?
And that answer depends on whether you are an aggressive trader or you are a conservative trader. If you are an aggressive trader, then possibly the best reward to risk you will get here. If you are conservative trader, you will wait for this trend line to be broken, this trend line to be broken. So you will wait, you will enter here. you'll have a horrible reward to risk. So if trading is always related to reward to risk, so best possible entry is here.
Yeah, but in a strong downtrend,
Yeah.
to go across that one,
Yeah, that, yeah.
that is all. But
You
you need
need to
a
have
double confirmation. You need anything to go because it's going
fantastic,
up bar.
fantastic. Yeah, that's very good question. We need a double confirmation, and double confirmation is in front of you. 20,000 itself is a confirmation without drawing any lines. For an instrument which loves 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, 25,000, 20,000 itself is a very good. So let's see the Fibonacci. If we draw the Fibonacci, now the discussion which is going on whether to go long from here or not. Correct, Puru? It has touched close above, high taken out. Whether we should take a long here, I would say yes, because 20,000 itself is enough. Otherwise, you draw a Fibonacci from here to here, and then see that Fibonacci is actually giving you any support or not. So Fibonacci gave exactly 19,971, and this is a double confirmation. You must do this. So you must do this. You got 20,000, you got a trend line break, you got a close above high taken out, you got 78.6. So this is your triple support. Yeah, very good, excellent. All right, so let's do this. So we have gone long, and then yeah, I have answered that question of Puru. I'll delete this. Now I'll go to answer Pankaj questions. Analyze this one. Yeah, so we are here now. We are at this point. So I drew this Fibonacci which I deleted by mistake. Uh, yeah, so I draw that Fibonacci, and I'll take the lines which are not required. So I'll take this line. Monthly, as per my understanding, monthly and weekly should not have more than 2-3 lines. I always say that. Only 2-3 lines. So in monthly we have how many lines? Let's see. We have one at 26,298, one 50%. We have one at 24,702. This is the top, and we have one 23,850. This is done. Monthly is done. So we'll go to weekly. Do you have any question on monthly, Pankaj? Because I'm answering your question. Monthly is good. So we go. Fantastic. Pankaj is saying this is this. I love it. Pankaj is saying his lines are as the same as mine. As I am seeing, Puru is saying exactly what I generally say. So weekly, we go to weekly. All right, weekly already a trend line there. This is a good trend line because, yeah, to answer your question again, Puru, we need to see this one interaction here, and again one interaction there, and again one interaction there. Some actually say this wave structure. Yeah, you may say that. So if you see 1, 2, 3, and you can have a same interaction here. So that is a good trend line.
It's a rising wedge in on downtrend, so it shouldn't be actually coming down.
Hold on, let us do this. So now we have this line on it weekly. So it was already there. I need not draw again. The next one which I would draw is this one. I would draw this line because there is already one. See how I am picking. I saw this. My eyes actually saw this and told me to draw this line. That's what I am doing. Zigzag, always zigzag. So how I got this concept of zigzag? It is very simple. You can go to settings price and then use your indicator which is zigzag. Like write down zigzag here, ZIGZAG, zigzag, and it will give you zigzag, and you add. Yeah, and keep on increasing this to whatever 3%, 4%, 3.33%, whatever it is. Yeah, so you can do that. Let us make it 6.66 death. 6.6 actually I don't know, this is a bad number or a good number. Yeah, so this is zigzag. So to answer your question, Puru, again you need to see some zigzag. See the zigzag I drew and the zigzag computer is drawing is exactly same here and here. Yeah, so now I remove the zigzag. So my weekly would be one line here and one line there. Since this is support line which is not broken, I'll keep that, and it is a confirm line because this high is taken out, and this is also a confirm line because the high is taken out. So these are the only two lines I would be having. And if I am Puru, then possibly Puru would, if I am not incorrect, Puru would draw this line. Would you, Puru?
It is a downtrend.
Yeah. Possibly he would draw this line. I would not draw, but yeah. So that way you can also draw that. Alright. My job is possibly done on the weekly. If I am not crazy, I will not. I'll possibly draw this tentative trend line because this is confirm actually. Again, this will be a support line and broken and high taken out. See this concept here. If you remember our monthly analysis on high grade copper, exactly the same here on the high grade copper on weekly. So this is a trend line which is broke confirmed trend line because this low is taken out, and this has closed above, and there is a rejection here and high taken out. So from weekly perspective we are having a bullish. So from because this high is taken out, so we are having a bullish perspective here, and for monthly we are expecting a support here at 22,298. It can break, of course it can go to 15,000, who knows, no one knows, but if it, since it has not broken this 26,300, we will be bullish here and will be confirming that same understanding by the weekly understanding which is bullish, and then go to our 2-day which we trade, and possibly go wait for the signal here which is this one to go long. That is my analysis for high grade copper. Pankaj. Hmm. Hmm. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go to weekly. Sorry, repeat. I was drinking water. Tell me. Which year? 8th May. This one. Hmm. Fib. Okay. Sorry. So if Pankaj is drawing this fib from here to here, yeah. Yeah. All sellers are possibly, yeah, at 78.6. That's a good, yeah. That's a good fib. Pankaj is better than me in fib, I think. Many of you are better than me in many things. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, mine is 26517. My chart, data difference. Or you have weekly time difference. Yeah, that's correct. But if I see this chart, I would immediately say all sellers out.
So what would be exactly on the
Will not sell this. Will not sell this. So any question? Which law? Yeah, this is interesting. It closed below, isn't it? There's a possible head and shoulder though. This is the head. This is the shoulder, but broken. So broken. This line is broken means there is no head and shoulder. So it may so happen that this will be possibly new trough here and new line there, and if that is the case, then this will be the head, that will be the shoulder, right hand shoulder, and then the neckline should be this one, and this will be a tremendous futuristic trade. Excellent. Going long if that is a head and shoulders. That's excellent. And commodities are extremely good in structural aspect of the market. Yeah, so we will not sell this one based on our understanding of all sellers out. Neither will buy because we saw a close below on the 2 day. So we'll do nothing. We'll wait for the signal, and the next signal will possibly come. I don't know. Corn. Okay, I'll go to corn. And some Pankaj is writing agreed 100% with monthly. I have the same lines Pankaj is saying. Fantastic. That's good. Okay. Puru, you are asking question.
Just on copper, if you go to weekly,
So on the two day there is no signal here. So we'll wait for the signal. Yeah. Go to weekly. Is it?
copper,
Copper. Puru is asking to go to weekly because we did something on the weekly. Yeah.
I just want to know what is your take on when the price comes in the area where there is previously consolidation happened there.
Hmm.
So how what are your observations? Like one ways it can come safely when there is already one support line where it immediately enter.
Hmm.
So just jumping.
Hmm.
There is one consolidation area where you can
Hmm.
see in this December
Hmm.
too. So
Hmm.
when the price approaches, so what is our what we should observe and what we should
This consolidation.
yeah. So when it entered, it's not going to go immediately up and down. So
Hmm.
so what is our observation in this area? There is a lot of volatility happened before. So
Hmm.
now, what we are expecting and what is our
Guru is asking after seeing the consolidation here in the past, which I have drawn from 28th November to this one. So, what is our understanding here? So, there is not exactly same consolidation here, but if you have to answer that question here, we'd wait for the close above high taken out. So, like this one here, or close below low taken out. If you see any consolidation anywhere, you just wait for the close above high taken out or close below low taken out.
no, but in this case, like if I get a signal to go short or long, there where my problem lies that
Yeah, I will not do.
what we should do
Will
because
not
here
do sell.
it went up as well as down. So how we are taking looking to the left side, we can't
Will
what
will not sell.
will not sell.
Will not sell. This will not sell. Okay, before going to corn, I would request those of you who are having forex questions, like Lisa, you had a lot of 12-hour questions. You said.
No, but I think clarifying what I asked before
Hmm.
is links me back to a lot of the other questions.
Hmm.
So it's like
Do you have any specific questions which is not discussed so far?
no, they're very similar.
Similar?
It's like why did you enter so close? But I think it's going to be linking back to the same answer you had before.
Yeah, fantastic. And Rosemary and Binod, do you have any forex red big? I think the Selban, because those are the only people possibly waiting to do the other asset classes as well. So I'll wait for Vinod, Selban, Rosemary. If you say no, then I'll move to Pankaj's question in commodity corn. If you have any question, please type in or just say no, yes. Vinod says all good. Rosemary, Selvan. On 2 day or 12 hourly, Rosemary? Okay. So we'll go to yen, which is in front, not in front of us. So we'll go to yen, and your question is related to this one as all sellers out, 17th of August. Can you repeat the question, Rosemary? On this one, on this bar here, because I don't have 12. I have 10th and 13th.
It's 2 days.
11th and 12th are Saturday, Sunday. Hmm. Yeah, I presume this one, yeah. Hmm. Go ahead, and your question is? Hmm. Yes, I would say yes, because 200 is very dangerous from my experience. Like this one here, see this one here on 16th of July is very similar. 16th of July, I'll just mark it. I'll just delete the other ones. So this one here is a possible 200 all sellers out, which is similar to this one. Yeah, 200 is very dangerous from my perspective. Your perspective can be very different. And look at yeah, and yeah. So 200, this is all sellers out. Yeah, from my perspective, yeah, I would say this is all sellers out. Is that the only question you have? All right. And look at the market technical analysis. Market closed 111.111. Unreal. It's purely scientific and mathematical. All right. Anyone having any other question on forex before I go to corn or shares?
She's having 12 with it because I'm also having 10 and 13, so you could change.
If you are having 12, then probably you have to take this thing out. Sunday bar. Chelban says all okay. So we'll go to answer Pankaj's questions, which is on commodity on corn. So let's go to commodity. All right. So commodity corn in front of us, which is monthly. So quickly would draw some lines if possible. If we not force anything, but we'll just draw if it is possible. Whether this one or this one. I'd probably draw this one. So 345 is the only line which I would draw on the corn, and on the trend line possibly I'll be drawing this line because I can see some zigzag here. One zigzag, two zigzag. So I'll draw that line. I picked up this one 345. I have not gone that far because if corn is now at 362, 345 makes more sense than 341. So I picked this one. So in corn, I'll have two lines only. One 345, one as the support, and one as the which is the resistance line. Okay. Now let's go to weekly. Yeah, so this was the consolidation Puru asked a little above, sorry, little while ago. So this is the consolidation he was referring to, and price exactly stopped there on the consolidation. All right, so let's pick some lines. So corn I don't trade, that's why we don't have any lines here. So let's draw the lines on corn. Yeah, so this is the most interactive line, so I'll be happy with this, which matches with my monthly line 345. This is 346.3. So this would be the only lines which I would have. I don't have any more lines on corn. 345.1 is the online support, and 346.3 is the second, and this consolidation is the third one. Yeah, no, go ahead. Estimate. You will like. Yeah, you can take the screen as well. So what Puru's question here was, how to interpret this? That's a good question actually. How to interpret this this one here? This consolidation happened on the 11 September or during the September to December, and that same consolidation is playing a role here. So what I would expect Puru to answer your question, I draw a line here at the top which is 361.5, and I draw a line here at the bottom which is 341, and wait for this high to be broken out, close above high taken out, or close below this one. This fellow closed below and low taken out. Not. Look at the beauty. Saw that? So to answer Puru's question, so good that Puru asked me this question. We demonstrated one factor here, that this fellow actually closed below, but the low was not taken out. Can you see that? This fellow closed below, but low not taken out. That's what I told you. Yeah. Whenever you see a consolidation, just draw a top range 361.5 in this example, bottom range 341.0 in this. Wait for the close below low taken out to be short. If not, then wait for the close above a high taken out to be long. So as of now, we have close above and we wait for the high to be taken out. So from good that Puru asked me that question, that's why I drew these lines.
In this one, it was above and I was.
Okay. Now which weekly or monthly? Okay, tell me the dates. 21st of May. Yeah. Hmm. I should draw the fib again. Yeah. I throw a Bollinger as per his request. Yeah. Go. 341. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. 8th August. Hmm. 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 Oh wow, you remember all those things. That's beautiful. I love you. Yeah, I love the way Pankaj told, and I love Puru's. There. Those of you who have forgotten is a common thing. I again repeat. Sorry, Pankaj, I interrupted you because you said so well. Those of you who have already forgotten what I said. I said one thing which Puru and Pankaj remember. I think Lisha, I don't know how many, unless and until you. This is a downtrend, isn't it? From here to here is a downtrend. Yes or no? In a downtrend, if you see price going and touching the Bollinger for the first time, that's the end of this retracement. Possible. Anything can happen, but that's what Pankaj said and Puru seconded. Yeah, go ahead, Pankaj. I'm done. Sorry. You have to unmute you. Yeah, go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Why? Which resistance? Which resistance? Oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'll be. Yeah, go ahead. No, I don't move stop loss. You know that. So yeah. So if yeah, I'd be having. Hmm. Hmm. So what is your question? I'm missing the question anyway. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Short position definitely yes. because it has done a crack and snap back on the 61.8, which is here, close below low not taken out, close below low not taken out, and then crack and snap back. So if we are short, we must close the short because it has done its job. Market has already told crack and snap back, and possibly this is a long signal which has come, possibly yes, from here. See, the pivot line is here and S1 is here. Unless and until you have done a Fibonacci, you don't know why price did what it did. In our terms, it did a crack and snap back at 61.8.
Because this is uptrend.
Yes,
Because it was uptrend
because of the
and
monthly and
retest,
weekly.
it was uptrend and retest to 61% and still continuing now uptrend for
That's correct.
because it has broken T1 T2, am I right? On the
Hold,
uptrend,
yes, sorry, you are speaking too fast.
in the uptrend it broke on T1 T2.
In the uptrend, it has broken T1, T2. Okay, Puru is saying, has it broken the T1 and T2? So,
This way, which left side.
okay, so let's go to the T1, T2 concept on the 2 days. Yeah. Alright, so what is asking is T1, T2. So P1, P2 actually. So this is the 3 star now. Corresponding T star, we had a P star here. This is P1, and then this is P2, although this is a swing high, not a P. So in that case, this fellow is broken and that fellow is also broken. So considering P1 and P2 concept, see this break here. You would be wondering why this break here gap, because it has to break this concept of P2. Loosely we can say P2. This is actually swing high H2. So for breaking this swing high one, this is peak, it has broken here, and this is another swing high which is P2, and it has to do a gap. This gap is for that. So to answer his question, is the P1 P2 broken? T1 T2? Yes. Answer is yes. Very good. Excellent. Fantastic. Great to see that you people are remembering all the technical facts which we discuss in our classes sessions, which is very good. Excellent. So did I answer your question, Pankaj? Fantastic. So you may ask, as this forum is open to all the asset classes, you may ask any questions. And in shares, commodities, shares, unbelievable market shares. Those of you who are taking advantage of share trading must have actually be happy. So like this one here in front of us, which is for shares, I need to tell you, although you know it, because we have a commission from our broker, uh, $10, $15 entering and $15, $20 exiting, or $8, $7, whatever it is. So you should be considering, I don't know your position size, but possibly 100 as your entry position size. Yeah, let's see one by one. Apple is one of them out of the 8 shares we trade. So this is fantastic market, best of the best market as of now, and this is the share market. And in Apple, last month from 2nd of August, we got one buy signal. Because of the long bar, we did not take. On 14th of August, we took this one, and this is again on 20th of August, uh, and then on this bar on this 28th of August. So if we see from 29th of June, how many buy signals? 29th of June, one buy signal, and 9th of July, another buy signal, which are small bars. 29th of July, buy signal, and 27th of July did not trigger because of the low not taken out. So we are still bias long, and then this bar actually closed this consolidation. Puru, this bar actually break this consolidation. Yeah, and then we had one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in one Apple share we have 7,247 pips up to this point. So if I because this fellow closed below low not taken out, if we are continuing, then we'll have more pips to that. So this is wonderful, which is Apple. So next, see any question on Apple before?
Is it still scope to enter again?
Yeah, of course. If we see a small bar, let's see Apple, because it is printing all time high. All time high means there is no end to
Nowadays
it.
it keeps on all time high. So
There is no end to it. Very difficult to predict the price. This is the yearly structure of this is extremely difficult to predict a price because it is printing all time high all the year. Not all the year. 2015 was all time high, 2016 was below that, but 2017 all time high, 2018 all time high, 2014 all time high. So it's very difficult to predict this market future price unless and until we go down some smaller time frames like monthly. So if we are going monthly, so this looks like that. Again difficult. If we go to weekly, I would not say anything because it is impossible. I don't know how you look into the market. I'll only look into the market as simple as that. Only long and close below low taken out, get out again, get in again, so on and so forth.
this Facebook has fallen rapidly. So what is your
So we go to okay. I'll go to Facebook. Before that, anyone when you're having any questions on the Apple shares or any structural questions? No question from online here. Lisha, any question?
I just want to clarify your close below low taken out. For example, the one you said, which is the 20th.
Ada, this one?
Yeah, yeah, and you said that close below the next one.
Hmm.
The low has been taken out. It just
No.
didn't close.
No. See this one here. Close it at touch. Yes. Close below. Yes. So write down the low 214.
214.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And taken out by 21 pips. If you see this ES, this one here, anti-stop structure which we have, I'll just bold it. So concentrate on this one. Yeah. Concentrate on this thick line. Which color should I make it? Make it this color. Yep. So write down two things. First close below and low is 214. Write down please.
Yeah.
214
Yeah.
and read the two ES. ES is 21.5. Yeah.
2.15.
Yeah. We read that as 21.5. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 215 pips wise. So in that case we have to calculate 214,000. Okay. Make it simpler. Yeah. Have you written 214?
Yeah.
Please write down 214 minus 2.15
Yeah.
because we are not taking the last two digits. Yeah. Tell me the number.
21175.
211.85.
85. Yeah.
211.85. So if price is coming 211.84, will be out. So let's see the low or the next bar. 213.75. Lisa, are we out or not?
Supposedly not.
Supposedly not.
Is this different to the forex?
Of course, it is shares.
No, like different
Different, yeah.
calculation.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, this is why I'm not understanding.
Because we are yet to do the shares, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not 10 or 20. No. It's dynamic. Because you see this ES always changes. Here ES was 1.70 or 170 if you take the two decimal places.
Okay.
As we speak, it is 4.62 or 462 if you take the two
But
decimal
when we
places.
talk about forex, when we talk about forex,
It is 20 pips or 10 pips.
um, so when we talk about forex and we've got a horizontal line and it closes below, right? Say hypothetically it closes below, and you say the low has to be taken out, then it doesn't matter the next bar where it closes as long as it just takes it out.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
Okay.
Absolutely correct. So we go to Amazon, which is our next one. So Amazon also like Apple. This month we had one setup on this one, close above high taken out on 22nd August, and this is a risky one. If you are considering reward to risk, probably you will not take this one. Just consider this one, and you may consider this one because this consolidation is broken.
So why you have a risk to do what? Support line versus
This resistance line,
okay.
and
Is
you
that a
may
high month created? Okay.
yeah high mark, yeah, fantastic. You are,
But
yeah.
why we should, like, again these lines are resisting us to take the like high. Then we have a high and then we have to take a call.
You need to see close above high and taken out like this one.
Okay.
If you don't like, delete it. Remembering one thing I told you already, in shares and commodities, pivots are not important. They don't care. Forex pivots are important. Yes, Pankaj, you are saying something? Cotton. All right. So I'll just, yeah. So this is Amazon, and we had tremendous opportunities in Amazon, and considering the last one, which is happened on 22nd of August. So possibly we'll enter here high 1919 plus 17 because we are not taking the last two digits. So we'll enter somewhere here, and we will be running at a profit of 8,271 if you have taken 100 shares. Yeah, shares always in hundreds.
So why you say 100?
Because
Minimum,
that's
yeah. Minimum contract.
otherwise the profit and loss would be not much. Okay, so we'll go to, for what are you saying, Facebook, is it? Last one we'll see in Facebook before we go to cotton. Puru is asking a question on Facebook. Facebook,
Is it a downtrend or what is it?
yeah, Facebook, yeah, okay. Let's see, Facebook. First of all, first thing first, we'll see whether it is broken the 1 and 2 and not. So let's start that way. So this is monthly, and for Facebook to break the first trough is this one 149, and the second trough, forget about the second trough. We'll concentrate only 149.08 for the time being on the Facebook.
This is weekly.
No, monthly. We always start with monthly. 149.08, which is below 50 also, 150. Then you go to weekly to see whether it has broken T1, T2, P1, P2. So this fellow has broken 1 and then broken 2. Fantastic, very good. So this fellow has technically broken one swing low and the second trough here. So it has broken 2. And the beauty of breaking 2 is not close above. Rejection, rejection, and then this is a rejection. So just by seeing this T1, T2, P1, P2 broken, will not be long bias here. But in Apple and Amazon will be long bias, but in Facebook will be having a short bias.
It has a retest 50% of the close.
Of this big bar or the whole,
No, the big bar. Not
from
the,
here to
yeah,
here it is
yeah,
61.8,
that is close below now.
175.79,
Mm.
175.76. Wow.
But it down such a big bar at the beginning, maybe it is a downtrend, is it? Or you can't say that.
Possibly yes.
Possibly.
Possibly yes. Alright, so that is the Facebook understanding. It has closed below. We'll need to wait for the, I think Facebook has already generated sell signals. Facebook generated sell signal here on 14th of August, which is running, if you are taking that trade. Alright, so we'll go to cotton. Any other questions on shares before we go to the last question on cotton?
Are you referring to any relative strength in RSI index?
That is a very good
That is very
indicator.
common here.
That's
So
a very good indicator.
why we can't use RSI?
It does not work in a trending market. Those who I think I told you there are two families of indicators. One is trending indicator, one is ranging indicators. How to identify those who are not having upper boundary, lower boundary? They are trending indicator, like moving average, MACD.
Mm.
They are trending indicator. But those who are having upper boundary, lower boundary, like stochastic 2080, like RSI 3070, they are primarily designed by the originator to work good in range market. So if you have a range market, RSI stochastic is brilliant. But if you are having a trending market, they are horrible. They are not so good.
We are watching the also over there in
Yeah,
RSI.
yeah. But that too in a ranging market, because in a trending market they will keep on
Yeah,
do the overbought, overbought, overbought. Okay, so if no question, we'll take the last question of cotton. So what is your question on cotton? Again, this is one commodity which we don't trade, but I take questions. No harm in taking questions. Yeah, yeah, monthly. Huh? Look at this. Hmm. Look at the interaction of this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Hmm. Yeah.
So before you can answer the snapback, so should we look for low taken out in this case? Because not low is not taken out here.
I think it's taken out. This bar load and weekly. Yeah, it has not broken T2. I think it has broken P1. It has not broken P2. It has to break this 81.15. Your analysis, Pankaj. That is fine. That is understandable. Yeah, that's correct. This one. Yeah. This one. This one. Hmm. Hmm. Correct. Train line is broken. Hmm. Hmm. Question. So yeah, this is a crack and snapback possible. Yeah, but not a good bar. It's getting rejection. And today, yeah. Did I do 2 hours? Yeah, you are very good. No wonder you are a doctor. Okay, go. Question. Uh, this one. Yeah. Sorry, sorry. Repeat. Tell me the date slow. 30th of May. High is this one. This one. Okay.
Thirteenth of June.
13th of June.
13th of June we went short from there.
Yeah.
Closed it around this 81,000, 8100 mark, 8180 levels.
Okay.
And then it was struggling at 50 fib.
Mm-hmm.
So we have another entry on 31st of July to go short.
Yeah.
Now it is struggling at that previous low.
Yeah.
It has closed below a few times, but the low not taken
taken out.
Correct.
It has closed above but high not taken out.
Yes.
It is still a downtrend.
Although all of these histograms are telling me for a long entry,
But not trigger. We'll wait for trigger.
yes, but looking at the weekly and the monthly,
Hmm.
my bias is short.
Possibly you are correct.
Can I just add
So
to
how
it?
do I handle my stop losses in this sort of a scenario?
First of all, have you taken any trade here?
Yes, I had a short trade. I'm still in.
Short trade in and you have not closed.
Not yet.
So you have
My
you have
stop
short
loss
on
is
this
above
signal, which is
when
3rd
the
of August.
opportunity
Signal is
trigger.
not triggered.
Yeah.
3rd of August you have short, yeah,
7.5.
Yes.
and you have not closed it. Yeah, hang on to it. Unless and until it is closed above high taken out.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm waiting for.
That's it.
But you have to wait for the signal also, no? Opposite signal to trigger, isn't it? So,
Or Puru is saying you have to wait for the opposite signal to trigger. That also will.
Yeah, which is the same thing. It hasn't triggered yet.
That's correct.
also, can I add one more thing?
Puru wants to add one more thing. Yeah.
When it came down, it touched the Bollinger.
Yeah.
After touching the Bollinger, it is not showing any immediate reaction to go up.
Yeah.
So it's still thinking about. So there is possibility still to go down.
I think so.
If you want to go down, you would have immediately gone touching the Bollinger. You would have reacted.
That's correct.
So still there is potential to go down.
Yeah. But nothing bullish
Yes,
happened here.
and one more thing, that there is such a downtrend very strong. It came down, so it will hit SPM. I would assume that because it can't just after consolidation.
From the 2-day perspective, it's not down though. So see this from here to here. It is up.
After
Very
touching
difficult to
Bollinger,
say that this is downtrend.
Yeah,
Very difficult to say this is downtrend.
it is broken that off, no?
Monthly selling is short.
Monthly, no, monthly has it broken the T1 T2 in
The
monthly?
major pin bar is broken, so it's still thinking on that also. It's not yet. If the
Monthly is at in between. In
5th
between.
July, 5th July top is broken.
In what day? Weekly?
2 day.
2 day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That is broken, so it's still consolidating. You can
Yeah.
say that. And
I'll go with Puru's concept of consolidation. I will wait for this to be broken and low taken out will be short. But it means we'll continue to be on the short side.
But in
You are
this
already
case,
short from our signal.
we can put a stop loss above that
No,
consolidated
I
line,
don't.
huh?
I don't prefer that.
Yeah, to trigger and
No. All right. So if you do not, fantastic, brilliant. If you do not, do you have any question? If you do not have any question, thank you so much for your wonderful questions. I learned a lot. We learned a lot. We remember certain basic questions like less than minus 20, greater than minus 20. Like Puru asked some questions on consolidation and other stuff. The one question he asked on the he asked on the 2TP entry point, and he asked on the why this is RR, why that is not RR. I like these challenging questions because I know every bar asks us challenging questions. That's what I love about trading. Every day morning I wake up, I get a new mathematical puzzle to solve. That's what intricates me in trading. Every day Mr. Market presents a mathematical puzzles to solve. I love it. Pankaj says thanks Partha, great session. And Puru says thank you. Rosemary says no questions, thank you for great session. Selvan says thank you Partha and everyone for a lovely session. Bino says thanks. Thank you all. Thanks. Brilliant. You have any questions? No? Brilliant. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.
today I did not prepare any question. I only had one question. But surprisingly, I had so many questions. Normally
Yeah,
I come with a
very
lot of
good questions
Yeah.
actually. Those are very good questions.
I
Lisa,
think I need to get that close below not taken out thing.
you're not yet gone.
That one, no. Generally, I do understand, but it's like for example, he said that he entered
Hold
short.
on, hold on. Let me hold on.
He
Oh, yeah.
entered short somewhere here, I think.
He entered short on this bar.
And then
just make it pain opposite. Otherwise, it will hit the.
oh, okay. Yeah, so he entered short there.
Yeah.
And then he's looking for some point here to get out.
Yes, close above high taken out. I'll show you that one. Where is the recording gone now? I don't know what happened to the recording. Okay, we'll go to the your question. Commodity, yeah. We were on cotton, isn't it? Yeah, Lisha, he went short on this signal, which is on this one. Yeah, he went short here.
Yep.
On this signal. Yeah, go ahead. Now he's waiting for close above high taken out. This close up, this touch, first close touch,
Yep.
close above,
Yep.
high not taken out.
That's right.
Now this fellow touch close below, close below. This fellow touch.
So once this close below, this cancels this one now.
Yeah. Now I'll wait for another close above, like this one.
Close above, yep.
And this high to be taken out by ESD amount. ESD amount is 113.
Yep. And at this point, this high was taken out.
Not
Yes.
by 113. See the 113 below?
Where's the 113 below here?
Yeah. So what you have to do, you have to add 113 to 816, so 8398.
That's for commodity. But if it was Forex, if
Just
you,
add 20.
at 20,
Yeah. 20, 30 is enough for Forex. Because what is the difference? Why this is 113 and why this is 10? Because this is 8,398. But Forex is 1.15. Are you understanding?
but if it was Forex, don't you just look at the price?
And
You
then
don't need
add
to. You don't need to add. You just.
Of course you have to add 20. 10 or 20 you must add. Otherwise what is the value?
High of 10 above that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
For 12 hour you
Yes.
add 10.
Yes.
For 4 hour you add
yes.
10. But
Yes.
for 2 days you add 20.
Yes, yes.
Because they are 1 point. And this is
Yeah, yeah.
8,000. You got it now?
Yeah.
Very good, good, excellent, fantastic.
Partha, can I come on Tuesday?
Yeah, what time? Oh, yeah. What time you tell me, I'll be there.
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock, yeah. I'll have to ask Pankaj for the recording. I recorded in front of you, you did not record it.
So today you recorded?
Yeah, I remember I clicked that button. But it's the.
It's not recorded, is it?
I'm not getting it.
Is it free, is it?
No, I'm paying $85 for that.
You're talking Google. I thought you.
No, not Google.
Also, is it?
Flashback.
It was written free there, I thought.
No.
It came advertised, no?
Yeah, got it. Can you see its window? Yes.